I think Bethesda might have shot themselves in the foot a bit by being so vague about what Fallout 76 really is, instead of getting ahead of the story by at the very least hinting at what kind of game we can expect. They have let rumors, speculation, and leaks run rampant. Obviously, the expectation was for the game to be a new Vegas-style single-player spin-off, but with Jason Schreier having leaked that Fallout 76 might end up being an online survival RPG inspired by games like DayZ and Rust, and with older leaks corroborating everything Jason has reported, there is some understandable concern and disappointment. I, for one, will be waiting to see the game in action before passing further judgment, but I will say that first impressions-wise, this isn't a game that speaks to me so far. Now, as rumors and speculation continue to circulate around the internet, the originator of all this buzz, Jason Schreier, took to Twitter to answer some questions and make some clarifications. One of the first things he talked about was the notion that Fallout 76 might simply end up being a Rust clone. This was something that was relayed by a leak from back in December 2017 from website 4chan by an anonymous user who not only accurately relayed the game's title, but also cited how the game will basically be a Rust clone, which matches up with Jason's mention of Rust in his recently published article. However, when one Twitter user expressed concern about Fallout being another survival King of the Hill type of game, about how they don't think it will be a big hit if it is indeed like Rust, and about how they hope Fallout 76 will go in an original direction, here's how Jason responded. I don't think it's a Rust clone or anything. I think it's a unique multiplayer RPG inspired by all of those games, DayZ, Rust, Ark, etc., with co-op and base building, etc. Now, it is important to note that Jason himself only has so much information available to him. Despite being well connected in the gaming industry, not even he has the full picture, but he did glean enough that he has a better understanding of the kind of game we can expect, and the main thing he expresses is that Fallout 76 was inspired by games like DayZ, Rust, and Ark, rather than being replicas of these titles with a Fallout coat of paint, which is an important distinction to make. He also highlights how the game will implement both co-op and base building, possibly suggesting that the game might put a bigger emphasis on players working together rather than competing and screwing each other over. When asked about PvP, however, he did say he thinks it'll be there in some form, but this is one aspect that he isn't sure about. Regardless, Jason does seem to be adamant about the fact that this game will have enough distinguishing factors to set itself apart from games it was inspired by, so that's good to hear. Moving on, another topic worth discussing is the notion that Bethesda Game Studios might be following popular gaming trends by making Fallout 76 a Battle Royale game. The possibility of Battle Royale was something that was fleetingly mentioned across the same 4chan threads that accurately leaked the Fallout 76 title, and just the fact that the game is being labeled as an online survival RPG has people thinking that Battle Royale might be something Bethesda intends to pursue with this game one way or another. But when a Twitter user relayed to Jason how the Fallout fandom is scrambling in the wake of rumors that it might be a Battle Royale or purely multiplayer game, Jason responded as follows. It is not a Battle Royale game. It is multiplayer, but it's still a Bethesda Game Studios game. Safe to expect story, quests, etc. That's definitely a relief to hear for me personally. It's not that I have anything against Battle Royale, it's just that I'd prefer that Bethesda try to do more than just follow money-making trends. Granted, some might argue that making a game inspired by Rust is doing just that, but I say let's wait until we see the game in action before determining whether it separates itself from the competition. Now, Jason does seem to be pretty confident in saying that it is a multiplayer game, though he never flat out says it is purely multiplayer, so maybe there's a bit of hope for a solo experience. However, based on everything I've heard, it does seem like the game will, at the very least, lean more towards playing with other people. Fortunately, for those who might be invested in the Fallout series for story, it does seem as though Fallout 76 will feature a mainline story as well as side quests sprinkled about, unlike titles such as DayZ and Rust, which mainly focus on the survival gameplay. Jury's still out on whether Fallout 76 will end up having a satisfying narrative. I know a lot of Fallout fans were disappointed by 4's plot, but it's good to hear that story and quests are still being made a priority, as it wouldn't be a Bethesda game without these components. So yeah, there you go folks, that's all the additional information we know about Fallout 76 for now. It's inspired by Rust, but it's not a clone, and it's definitely not a Battle Royale game. At least according to Jason Schreier, who has an extensive track record of accurate leaks. It's not much, but it's not as if we'll have to wait much longer to find out more about the game anyway, with E3 2018 less than 2 weeks away. Until then though, I'd love to hear what your overall feeling about Fallout 76 in light of this new information in the comments below. With that, I would like to end this news update. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon. It is completely optional, but donating even as little as $1 a month will go a long way in helping maintain this channel. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out.